I'm Andrew Cephas, the Public Information Officer for the Prince George's County Department of Corrections, and I'm here for another Milestone interview with Mr. Covin. I appreciate you sitting down and taking time to do an interview with me. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So we'll dive right into the interview. What area are you from?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, what was it like growing up in that area?
Well, I was born and raised in Baltimore, attended Baltimore City Public Schools. Upon graduating high school, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps.
Okay, so what brought you over to PGDOC?
After leaving the Marine Corps, I had a young family. I needed to get a job. So I decided to pursue a career in law enforcement. And so I submitted 3 applications. Of course, Maryland State Police, Maryland State Corrections, and Prince George's County Department of Corrections.
Okay, and what year did you start working with the Department of Corrections?
I started with the department in 1989.
Do you have any one person or people you credit for your success with the department, either a mentor or somebody who paved the pathway for you?
Andrew, I can have a long answer to that question because over my career there have been many who have gave me a lot of good advice, presented themselves as good role models. And I don't want to start naming names unless I leave someone out. But one in particular, he's currently, actually he returned back to the department, Colonel J. Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what are some of the differences you saw between your time when you first started with the department and the time leading up to your retirement?
With a question like that, you often hear the term back in the day. Mm-hmm. And so I'll use that. Back in the day, I believe the difference was we were a smaller organization. We treated each other like family. Mm-hmm. And I believe today, the difference is we kind of gotten away from that.
So I know it's kind of hard to know what to expect when you come into an environment like this, but has working in the jail been what you expected?
It has been what I expected. Actually, it's been more than I expected.
Okay, in a good way?
In a good way.
Okay. So I know you've recently retired. What was your last position with the department before your retirement?
My last position with the department, I was working in home detention as a case manager.
What are some of the different positions and roles you've held with the department?
Well, I started off as a line officer, and then I went to emergency response team at its early beginnings. And I spent 16 years, 4 months, and 21 days on emergency response team. Then I had the opportunity to go to home detention the first time as an investigator. Mm-hmm. From there, I moved to training and had the opportunity to put a couple of SELT classes through.
Okay.
And then I went back to home detention, which was my last position as a case manager.
Okay. Do you have a favorite position you've had over the years?
I really enjoyed being on the emergency response team. But I would say favorite position, I would say training.
Okay. What makes training your favorite?
Training is my favorite because you get an opportunity to make an impact, initial impact on the officers coming in. And then you get the reward of that is to see them progressing through their career successfully. Okay.
So I wanted to kind of go back to when you were mentioning ERT. What was it about ERT that you enjoyed so much? I know you know the exact days that you served on ERT.
There was many things. I'm the type of person I enjoy a challenge, and the ERT presented just that. There's a saying in correction, any given day. A lot of time days are the same, but any given day it can turn for the worse, and so ERT had to be there and be prepared.
In your opinion, what do you think is something that non-sworn employees don't understand or underappreciate about the officers and vice versa?
Well, having experience in both, I would say that non-sworn employees don't understand a lot why the officers are firm and they're strict and they're cautious about certain things, because I would say the officers are trained to look and listen out for certain things. And on the flip side, the officers may not understand why the non-sworn employees or the staff are so helpful and so accommodating and so nice to the inmates, but their focus is on treatment and providing inmate services.
Okay.
And I think it's important that if both sides understand, you need both halves to make a whole.
Okay. So I know you've spent a lot of time with the department. Do you have any incidents or situations that is your most memorable or favorite over the years?
There have been so many, but I would say around 2008, there was a major disturbance in H6 where an inmate was critically injured and he had to be flown out by medevac. And so I got the call to fly with him to shock trauma. So I'll never forget that. I didn't realize that the medevac was that fast and transporting.
What do you enjoy most about working in corrections?
I would say I enjoyed the people and I enjoyed the challenges that the job itself presented.
Okay, and in your opinion, what's the most difficult part about working in corrections?
You probably hear this in a reoccurring theme, overtime. And it's been like that from day one. We always seem to be short-staffed, but we get the job done.
Okay, do you have any advice for new officers or just new employees in general who are coming to the department trying to make a career out of it?
I would say, come on. Prince George County Department has excellent benefits. You have job security. You have opportunity to advance. I would say it's a great opportunity for those that's looking for employment.
What's the most important thing you learned since working in corrections?
The most important thing I learned since working in corrections is to do our core values, to be fair, firm, and consistent, to treat people the way that you want to be treated. And I believe if you do that, you'll have a successful career.
Okay. So you could go back and start your career over again from day one. Is there anything you would do different?
No, I don't think I would do anything different. I had a great opportunity in different areas. I learned a lot, and I don't think I would do anything different.
Now that you officially retired, do you have any plans for retirement or do you plan on relaxing?
Well, I stay busy. I plan on working my business and just kicking back, relaxing. I'm taking up a new hobby of golf, challenging, but that's it.
Okay, you mentioned your business. What business do you have?
I currently teach firearms training, self-defense, and pepper foam, pepper spray. And those are some of the things I learned from the department.
Okay.
Took advantage of the training that was provided.
Okay. So those are all the questions I have for you. Was there anything else you wanted to add in or mention?
I would say this, if I can use the words of an old gospel song, I would say, looking back over my career in corrections, all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and so I won't complain.
Okay.
It's been a good run. It's been a rewarding and challenging career.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your time and service to the department and also your service in the military as well. And I wish you the best in retirement.
I thank you very much. Thank you for your support.
No problem.
Okay, I have a business, On Point Security Solutions, LLC, where I help people get their firearms qualification license, wear and carry permit. I can be contacted at email address, beara203@hotmail.com. If you would like to have some training, please contact me.